Hey everybody, it's Clary8 here, and I made this video showing my top PlayStation 4 games that were shown at E3 here. So I wanted to make a video of like only games that are coming to PlayStation 4 that I'm really excited about. The E3 wasn't the best overall from Sony. I have another video explaining that, but nonetheless these are the games I'm really excited about. So we'll jump straight into it here, and we'll start off with one of the games I'm most excited for. Nah, it's not. Don't worry. It's not. It's actually Uncharted Lost Legacy. Now, I'm a huge Uncharted fan. I really love the entire series. I have all the platinums, and although it's set with some obviously new characters, it looks extremely familiar to the Uncharted universe. Chloe and Nadine we already know from the previous games, and I've no doubt that these two girls are going to be absolutely kicking ass on the entire adventure. The settings, the treasure, the everything about the entire thing, the caves, even the driving sequence, that all looks exactly like Uncharted. So for me, there's very little difference to what I see in this as a traditional Uncharted game. It looks as beautiful as Uncharted 4. I just hope it's of the exact same quality, which Naughty Dog do. They have a huge standard. So I'm extremely excited for this game. I can't wait for it to come out. And actually it's the game that's going to come out closest relative to when I've actually made this video here. So all the other games are a bit further along the line, but we're going to get to be able to play this in a few months. And like I said, it just looks like your typical Uncharted game, even though there's not going to have Nate or Sully in or anything like that. But I think that I just can't wait. I think it's going to be great. Any more games involved in the Uncharted universe, I'm definitely for. So this is one of my most look forward games. The next game on my list takes the bronze trophy for what I'm looking forward to, but it's actually a VR game. And as a PlayStation VR owner, I came away pretty happy at the offerings at Sony's E3 this year. It looks like they did devote a good amount of time to VR games. But this is of course the Inpatient, which is a game that's been made by the developers of Until Dawn, that horror game that was exclusive to PlayStation 4. I loved Until Dawn. It was absolutely fantastic. I really enjoyed the game. And these guys also made the Until Dawn Rush of Blood game on PlayStation VR, which if you played as well, it's one of the PlayStation VR's best games. So them having a full-on dedicated story-based VR that's a horror experience as well on PlayStation VR is something that has got me interested straight away. I love all the Outlast and horror games in general, and this looks almost exactly like it. You hide in the cupboards and stuff, and it's in a mental asylum, and you hide in lockers and stuff like that. So I'm extremely looking forward to it. I think this dev team are extremely talented, and I'm obviously delighted that there's more games coming to PlayStation VR in the kind of the genre that I love. So I'm really looking forward to this game. Now, next on my list is probably going to surprise a few of you, but I knew what my top two were, and I definitely couldn't fit it in there. And that's of course what Sony ended with, which was the awesome Spider-Man reveal of gameplay at E3. Now, I'm a huge Insomniac Games fan. I have all the Ratchet and Clank Platinums, and I really love their style of gameplay, so I'm really looking forward to this game. I included the combat sections here in the video because I kind of wanted to go over them a little bit. To me, it looks like it's an Arkham Asylum and the Arkham Knight type of games from Rocksteady. Yeah, I mean, it's all about jumping from enemy to enemy, evading, keeping up a combo, and also using, your special attacks and the environment for some really cool takedowns. And Insomniac have confirmed also that within this Spider-Man game, you generally can't kill people, so it's almost the exact same mantra as what the Batman Arkham games is as well, where you basically incapacitate enemies. Now, like I said, I included all this combat thing because it looks really cool. It looks like it's enjoyable to play with all the different environment stuff, takedowns that you can do with the web-based slinging and stuff like that. And also another thing that I really wanted to comment and that I seen Insomniac say on Twitter is that they say that this. The gliding through the town is very natural, and that this was only, they slowed it down to keep the chopper in view. If you're an experienced player, apparently you're going to be able to zip around the town a lot more comfortably and a lot more freely, but they kind of confirmed that this running here was kind of was basically staged so that they could keep it all as a trailer and everything into view. But they did confirm that the web-based slinging is all physics-based, so if you really could and you were a very talented gamer, you could get a lot out of it, which is something I'm really looking forward to as well. It honestly, it looks amazing, really, really good. And as a new IP, I'm extremely excited about. And Spidey is obviously my favorite Marvel character as well. Honestly, I'm a bit more of a DC Universe kind of guy. We still like the Marvel movies because I think they're better. But the Spider-Man's always been my favorite Marvel guy. I'm glad to see Sony actually putting out a decent Spider-Man game, because they've done terrible jobs on the Spider-Man films. So that's probably one of the reasons why I'm really, really looking forward to this. And also they confirmed it's not a beginning for Peter Parker as well. It's not an origin story. So we're going to be thrown right into the thick of it, right as he's in his prime, so to speak. So we're going to be able to use him to his full capacity, and that's why the Spider-Man game was number 3. So funnily enough, this number 2 game was actually number 1 on the list until I actually watched Sony's E3, and for good reason as well, and obviously you're going to see later on in this video. But of course, number 2 could only be taken up by God of War. I honestly can't. I'm not going to be able to explain how much I love God of War and how much it means to me, both on a personal level and just as a normal video game in this video. I had a friend years and years ago who fell out of gaming, basically, and it was God of War that made him get back in. Unfortunately, he didn't actually have a long life, but what he did have was incredible enjoyment from gaming, and God of War really kind of brought him back into the for his love of gaming for the last few years that he had left. So that was an amazing personal thing for me here. Also, the entire game has been with me since the very start. My other friend, I went to his house after being in a swimming pool when I was like 14 or 15, and he had God of War 2 on the PlayStation 2. And the second I played it, literally I had only played it for about 5 minutes, and I knew that this game was incredible. It was brutal, it was violent, it was beautiful, it had the best goddamn boss fights I've ever fucking played in a game, and I cannot wait to play another God of War. I'm extremely excited for the new Norse setting. It was obvious from God of War Ascension, from any God of War fan who played that you can't go back to God of War's Greek roots. I mean, from God of War 1, 2 and 3, you start off from a mortal and descend up to the heights of Olympus and kill every single powerful god along the way. I mean, how do you top that in a prequel? Like, you can't just go back to before he's passed and it should have ended with God of War 3, that's what I'm saying. You cannot you can't get any better than climbing all of Mount Olympus and killing all those gods and getting your revenge. So to me, like, a prequel was a massive mistake. And I thought that was the end of God of War, to be honest, as a franchise, unless they were going to reboot it with the same kind of Greek heroes and stuff like that. But there had always been a rumour of some Norse setting, which I was definitely interested in, but I didn't think they were going to do it. And now that they have done it and I can see this footage, I mean, I'm just so excited for it. It looks absolutely amazing. A full new set of gods for us to take on. We don't even know what the story. He might not even be becoming the God of War for the Norse side of it. To me, I don't know what this kid is about, but he's basically the protector of this kid who's very, very important, and he has to be on the journey with him the entire time. I have a funny feeling and I have a few theories about where the story's going to go, but I don't really want to say it here, essentially. But I think maybe if the God of War does carry on with any sequels or anything like that, I think that kid is going to be the future, honestly. I think Kratos is only on some kind of path to protect him from the start to the very end. And once it gets to the very end, that kid is going to learn some kind of truth, and he's going to be the future God of War. That's what I have on. That's what I think it's going to be. But I mean, when we talked about amazing boss fights in earlier in this little clip, this guy, I don't know if this guy is going to help you or this guy is going to fight you. Probably a bit of both, knowing in God of War, because what he says here now is that he wants to help you, but I mean, you're probably just going to hop on his back, he's going to take you somewhere, and then you're going to have to fight. And I just can't wait to fight all these guys. I don't care if it's the World Eater, I don't care if it's Loki himself. Bring it on, man. Kratos, he's took them all down, you know what I mean? He's got the goods. So that's why God of War, it was number 1, but it got pushed back down to number 2, but still extremely high on my list, and I couldn't be more excited for this game. So that leaves us with our last game. So what was my most hyped PlayStation 4 game from E3? What's taken the platinum spot here in my video? And what managed to push back God of War from the number 1 spot? Well, I guess I'll just let it play and we can see what it is here. That's right. Oh yeah. I broke my shit when I was watching this. I couldn't believe it. From that instant, that moment right there when I saw that bridge, I knew what it was. And when I saw this character footage, I was like, holy shit, it's completely redone. I mean, I thought they were just doing top up of textures for PlayStation 4. But then, this happened. Oh my god. It is so beautiful looking, especially compared to the PlayStation 2 and even the PlayStation 3 versions. The sky in the background looks fucking amazing. All these massive monsters that we're going to get to fight again, the Colossi, the environments, the sand falling down from the bottom of it. It looks absolutely fucking stunning. Can't fucking believe that this game got announced and it's going to be remastered. I love you, Sue. If you looked at this game and said, yeah, the world needs an updated Shadow of the Colossus remade from the very fucking start on PlayStation 4, I love you. And to be honest, this is exactly why I'm a PlayStation gamer, these type of games. And I just can't wait. It's number one. I blew me away at E3. It's the number one game I'm excited for the entire E3 conference. So that's been my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, I really do want to see what you thought was really, really good at E3. So I want you to leave me what your top 5 in the videos was. And don't worry, this video was only about PlayStation 4 games. I have another video coming out for games that excite me that aren't coming for PlayStation, or games that I haven't played before. So definitely check that video out. But other than that, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to some of the other games. I'm obviously really looking forward to Detroit. I really enjoyed A Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. So I really like those kind of story-based games and the David Cage games. So yeah, I'm definitely pumped for it. Didn't make the list for some reasons. Like I said, I only enjoy the games. I don't really massively love them. But it's still definitely worthy of a shout out. Now I'm also really, really excited that there's more VR coming. This is a game called Bravo Team, and it looks like it's going to be using the PSVR aim controller, which is fucking amazing. I absolutely love the aim controller. I'm going to have a review up on it soon, so definitely check it out. But I'm really excited for more kind of first-person shooter VR games. Also, Days Gone looked very, very good. It's a new IP. I do like those third-person kind of action adventure games. It looks a little bit like it's told in like the story of the Last of Us, essentially, like with a wooded background and kind of creeping through it and stuff like that. But I'm really excited to see it give itself its own identity and hopefully become, a very, very new successful IP, much like Horizon was for Sony. So I'm really, really excited for it. I really like that kind of genre of gaming, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. And obviously, speaking of Horizon, I'm really excited about that DLC. Now, obviously, it couldn't make the list because I've already essentially played the entire game, but the DLC looks fantastic, and what a great price as well. And for those who don't know, it's only going to be $20 or €20, and if you have PlayStation Plus, it's only going to be $15 or €15, which I think it's been fantastic as well. So I'm really, really excited for more DLC. Hopefully, trophies come to it because I love trophies. So I'm really excited to get straight back into the Horizon world and play it. It's an absolute joy to play. So that's my video, guys. Thanks for listening all the way through it. Now, don't forget, I really want to see what your top PlayStation 4 games that you're looking forward to from this E3. So leave a comment and let me know. And we'll talk about it a bit more then in the comments. And if you liked the video, as always, leave a like and a subscribe because it massively helps me as well. Thanks.